Hi, it's Jennifer. Welcome to my channel. This video isn't about one particular thing. This video today is about videos that I want to do. So if there are definitely things that you want to hear about, please comment below and subscribe so that you can see the videos when they come out. I plan on putting out a minimum one a week. I would like to do more, but with school and work, it's kind of hard. So we'll see how that goes. It's early July right now. School is going to be starting in about a month. I am in the process of getting some school supplies for both me going back to college. I'm actually still in classes right now, but I'll be starting my next semester. And for my son who's going to high school. So it's going to be a combination of just supplies you need, what you should have, and things that I've purchased. I do still have a lot of stuff, so there's not a lot that I need to purchase. So it's going to be a combination haul, revamp, reuse stuff. So that's one video. The second video I want to do is going to be about back to school gadgets, electronics, stuff you should have when you go back to school that you might need, especially for college. High school, not so much, but mostly for college, kind of reviews of what I have. So a review of my laptop, of my tablets, and then there is a new item I want to get. It's kind of a tablet laptop mix, two-in-one thing. So if I do get it, I'll do an unboxing and review of that. And I'll let you guys know about that in the gadget video. Okay. Another video that I want to do is about my weight and weight loss journey. I started Nutrisystem about 3 weeks ago. I've lost only about 10 pounds. And I know they promised like 10 to 13 pounds or something the first week because they have this turbo thing, but I didn't get the turbo. So I'll talk about all that in that video. But the amount of weight that I've lost for the amount of time is actually a healthy amount. So I've lost about 10 pounds, which is really great. Other things I may talk about is note-taking, time management, organization. I really want to do an adulting 101 series. My daughter's 24 and she has trouble adulting. As a matter of fact, she just moved back in, which, excuse my mess and the lighting and everything here. This is really because this was my office. But now I'm moving my son into here. The room that I'm going to be using for my office is not quite ready yet, but all my lights and everything are over there already. So my lighting in here is really horrible at the moment. But yeah, my son's moving into here because my daughter and her son are moving into his room, which was a bigger room. So I want to do an Adulting 101 series. It's going to be kind of for her, but for all of you out there who don't understand how to adult. And I always tease her and tell her, yeah, adulting's hard or you need to adult today. Basically what I mean by that, and I've seen the term used out there, but I know we used to use it all the time in my family, even when I was a kid. So basically what it is a young person trying to live as an adult with adult responsibilities. How do we handle it all? How do we juggle it all? So for example, with me, I work full-time. I go to school full-time. I have a 15-year-old son. I now have my 24-year-old daughter and 3-year-old grandson with me. I have 2 dogs. I have a boyfriend, fiance. We're not legally married, but we've been together forever kind of thing. And it's a lot of pull in every direction. So it's teaching you, how do you deal with all this? How do you manage your time? How do you pay your bills and budget yourself? How do you look at the big picture of what needs to be done when and get organized with it, essentially? So it's handling all of these responsibilities, being able to anticipate needs, especially when you have children. Something I have to push on my daughter constantly. She's got a 3-year-old, and I always have to remind her, hey, he needs this. He needs that. He's 3. He can't do it by himself. And it's not that she's not, excuse me, it's not that she's not a good mom. She's a great mom, but she gets very involved. Seriously? Sorry. She gets very involved in things and then she forgets, and he doesn't always speak up. You know, he's 3 years old. So, you know, he doesn't speak up. He just knows that mommy's doing something. Sorry. Okay. So, whatever. The only time he speaks up is when he's hungry or he wants to play with something or whatever. So she handles it pretty well for the most part. Just little things, you know, and she's always had, I've always fought with her about keeping her room clean, which she still doesn't do. But there are certain things that I've had to remind her that, you know, you can't have this around with the 3-year-old, you know, like her razor for shaving her legs. She leaves it on the edge of the bathtub. That's why there's a shelf in her bathroom that she could put it up high where he can't reach it. And she tends to forget these things. So just adulting, you know, how to be an adult, not necessarily with children, but just initially, like I said, time management, organization, budgeting and bill paying, just those types of things. So that's another video. I know I'm saying a lot, so I do apologize. There were a few other ideas I had. I should have written them down and I didn't, but I can't think of them at the moment. But for now, that's just it. So I look forward to seeing you in, oh, I do remember. Note taking, I'm going to be doing for school. Note taking, studying, how to get through lecture. My classes are accelerated learning classes. So most schools, their semesters run, you know, August or September to December, and January to May or June, and that's the school year. We don't do that. We have three full semesters in a year. So we have our spring semester, which is January to May, or January to April, the very end of April. The summer semester, which is May to August, and then the fall semester, which is August to December. And that's generally, so we have 3 full semesters. And there's a lot thrown into those, so we have to learn very quickly. Like, for example, my anatomy and physiology class right now, we meet 1 time a week for 3 hours. So every Thursday for 3 hours, we have class. And there's a lot of information thrown into that class. And then we have to learn and memorize all this information for quiz next week. We have quizzes every week. We have, I believe it's 4, I'll have to check my syllabus, but we have like 4 exams that are worth a lot more. And those are generally everything we've learned up to that exam. Between exams. So like exam 1 is from the beginning of class up to that exam. Exam 2 is from the end of the last exam to the beginning of the next exam, and so on. And then the final is generally cumulative from the beginning of class to the final. So it's a lot of information. So there's memory tricks, tips on how to keep all this information in your head, even though it's not always relevant. It's really hard. You know, a lot of people say, oh, well, read ahead the next chapters. Well, for me personally, and this may be true for you guys, reading ahead the next chapter screws me up with the quiz. So, for example, last week we did cardiovascular system. Now, the week before, 2 weeks ago, we did the cardiovascular system. And the next chapter was just going to be about blood vessels and the lymphatic system. Well, yeah, sure, I could have read ahead about the blood vessels and the lymphatic system, but that all would have jumbled with the cardiovascular that I would not have passed my quiz. I needed to concentrate on my cardiovascular stuff. So reading ahead is not helpful for me. If it is for you, great, do it. It is a great tip. But for me, that does not personally work for me. So I have to stay studying what I need to study. However, I can still retain information from previous quizzes. So generally every week when I study, I do study backwards. So I'm still reviewing stuff from the first week of class, the second week, the third week, as well as my current week. I concentrate on the current week because that's what my quiz is on, but I do review back. And then this way, when my exams come up, I generally know the information that I need to do already. So with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Please subscribe so that you can see the future videos, comment on things that you want to hear about, and things like just everything. So I look forward to doing more videos with you guys. I'm going to try to post every week. It's really hard with my schedule, but that is my goal, is to get everything up by Sunday every week. So hopefully that'll happen this Sunday too. Today is Thursday. I am going to post this video right now. No editing needed. Just going to post it up because I want to get it out there, and then I'm going to try to do a post for Sunday. So I hope to see you guys then. Bye.